Hey everyone. Hope your day is going well. I do want to just start off by saying happy birthday to Vanessa. She's up in heaven watching over us, and to her family for continuing the fight. I definitely know today's probably not an easy day for them. And for our community, in order to our way to honor Vanessa is to do a day of action, right? Of digital actions. And that's something that we all can partake in. So, what we're doing is we're sharing the content on the bill. We're sharing our stories online. You've probably seen the post on our feed. So continue sharing that. Um, on our commercial that we did, put your reps and your senators, tag them on that commercial so they can see the stories of survivors. These are small, simple actions that you guys can take in order to make a difference, right? And to also encourage others to get involved and to create awareness, right? That's something that we have to continue doing, and that's something that we've always been about. So, just keep that in mind. So that's really what we're doing for today's day of action. I also want to go over some really good news. So Jackie Spears' office reached out to us today, and they wanted to say thank you to you guys for your efforts. We, in the last 5 days, have gotten an additional 20 Republican senators to co-sign onto the I Am Vanessa Guillen bill in the House of Representatives. So I just want to say how thankful I am for all of you and your efforts and for moving this conversation forward and entitling progress for our community. It means the world to me to be able to be a part of this, to be leading you guys, that you entrust me with this, and also that Congress is entrusting us with this, and that we're exceeding and we're moving at a faster rate than what everyone expected. So what I want to say to everyone is, like, you guys are doing amazing work. And if you haven't heard that, I want to reiterate that you're doing amazing work. We got the feedback this morning that the work that our organization is really at the forefront of leading this to get passed in the House. So I wanted to take a moment to give everyone that really good news, because you deserve to hear how your efforts are creating change and how we're moving the conversation forward. So I wanted to make sure that you heard that, and that you heard that today on Vanessa's birthday, because I know how hard all of us have been working, and I just wanted to let you know that information because I thought it was really important for all of you to hear that. Also, we are doing a lot of work, but today is a really important day that we keep the conversation on the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act. That is the best way that we can honor her and her story. So again, tag your reps, tag your Congress people and your elected officials in the posts that you see people are sharing, in your community groups and things like that. And as we're really moving this forward, it's just so, like, I'm so grateful to every single one of you. Like, this is just mind-blowing that we're here and that, like, we're leading this. Like, it's really amazing to be a part of this. So and also, while we're having success, there's also obstacles that we're going to endure. But so far, you guys have overcome a tremendous amount of obstacles. Considering we all have disabilities, like, you can see some of them come out in the commercial we did. And the reason, when it came down to it and I reviewed everything, I left it there because, like, we are an organization of people who are disabled. So I wasn't going to be like, let's be so perfect, and because something's a mistake or not normal, let's get rid of it, right? Like, some of you have TBI, some of you have other issues with PTSD and other disabilities, and I really wanted that to come out in the commercial that we did. And, like, I wanted you, like, the people or the volunteers who participated in that commercial, I wanted their authentic stories to come out, and I didn't want to overly Photoshop it and make it ultra professional because that's not real to our community. But what I will say is, for what everyone has done, in order to move this conversation forward, what I will definitely say is like how proud I am to be leading our organization, how proud I am of all of you, and how proud I am for those of you who still decided to lead the pack, even with your disabilities, and for you to come forward and really fight the good fight, even when you were scared, because we're driving results, and that's what matters. So, getting into some other obstacles that we have, I'm confident that we're going to be able to overcome them. I'm confident that we're going to be able to still make our way to victory. There's just a lot of work involved. So some of the things that we need to discuss is like, what are these obstacles and how do we turn them into opportunity and how do we turn it into a win? So where we are right now is we spoke to the House Armed Forces Committee today, and we spoke to the Senate Armed Forces Committee. We're making great progress in the last 5 days with the House of Representatives. Right, we're making a tremendous amount of progress with our efforts. Still more work needs to be done. As of right now, we have 157 co-sponsors who are sponsoring the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act. That means that we're 60 short of guaranteeing that it passes on the floor. That doesn't mean that like another 60 reps, like when it does go to the floor, will vote. It just means that we haven't guaranteed that the vote will pass ahead of time. So the point of getting cosigns is so that we can guarantee that when the bill does go to the floor, it's going to pass. It also signals to Nancy Pelosi that the bill is going to pass and for her to support it. So we're well on our way there, because where we were before 5 days ago was nowhere near there. So what we've done in the 5 days is great. The amount of Republicans that we've gotten to sign on is great. That's where Jackie Spears' office acknowledged our efforts and was really thankful for what we've been able to achieve. Like, they were really happy about that. And they were like, listen, like, what you guys are doing is great. So we just need to keep up with that. Now, also, the Senate is going to be harder. And it's because it's a Republican majority. MJIA has failed 5 times. Mitch McConnell is the leader of the Senate, so the majority leader for the Senate. Those are 3 major obstacles that we have to face. Now, there's a 4th one. Right now, in terms of co-sponsorships, there's only 2 senators. That's it. So there's over 100 senators, and right now only 2 have actually co-sponsored the bill. And other than that, no one signed on. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of this situation. With the House of Reps, one of the good things right now is that there's not a vote going in today for the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act. And the reason that's a good thing is it buys us more time to get more reps to sign on to guarantee it passes in the House. Also, because of the delay in that, it gives us more time to now work with the Senate. So today we're going to be releasing an email to you guys like we did with the House, and we're going to give you the steps of what to do with senators to get them to co-sign, because as it stands right now, there's like 0 support for it to get passed in the Senate. And without it getting passed in the Senate, it's dead on arrival, and that means that it's not going to pass. So we have to also focus our actions on really turning the Senate and really turning them out to co-sign. So what we really need to do is focus on that too, while we're focusing on the House. So what we need to do to make this effective in a short amount of time is I'm going to be offering an advanced lobbying strategies class. So you guys need to sign up for that. And hopefully we can do it this weekend. The reason for that is because in order to really turn the Senate, there's a lot more steps involved. So even though we're going to give you an email of some basic actions today, you're really going to need an instructional to understand the strategy of how we turn the Senate around and what actions that we need to take at MSTM to get this to pass. And also how to get enough people to co-sign so it signals to Mitch McConnell not to fuck with us, right? Like, we're getting this bill passed. Because like his career, if we're honest about it, he's the #1 cock blocker. So we have to really move into a position with this bill that you guys all learn advanced strategies in order to be able to get this passed. So it's not impossible. It's just, it requires skills and it requires a dialogue. So that way, if you're not understanding something, you and I can go back and forth, and I can educate you on what you need. Because in order to make this happen, we need a lot of us. And not only do we need a lot of us, but we all need to take these consistent actions, and we have to learn how to partner up with each other. On a larger scale than the battle buddies that we've been doing, which has been working really well. But we have to take it to the next level. So we have to talk all this out for each one of you individually. And that's just not something we're going to be able to do on a Facebook Live. So today's email, you will have the option to sign up for our advanced strategies class, so you can help us turn the Senate and get the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act passed. Your participation is crucial in that, because you need to understand the strategies that we're using, and you need to understand how they work, and then how to implement those actions, because that is how we're going to get the bill passed in the Senate. Also, we want 2/3 majority. We want more than 51%, because it makes it a veto-proof bill, which means by the time it goes to the Senate floor, goes to a vote, at that point, the bill's already passed before it even goes to the president. So that's really what we're looking to do. And with the House of Representatives, we're on track to win a floor vote. Like, we're already there. In the Senate, we're nowhere near there. So we have to do a lot of work. And, the best way we can honor Vanessa's life and her story is by winning. And it's by taking actions to win. And is ensuring that we're protecting the next generation of young people who are entering the United States military, ensuring that a stories like Vanessa never happens again, ensuring that stories like yours and mine and everyone else's never happens again. So that's where we are right now. We had spoken to the Senate Armed Forces Committee today with what the needs are to really get this passed. And we have a lot of work ahead of us. But we can do it, and we're going to do it, and we're going to win. It just takes every single one of us. So if you've been on the fence about mobilizing or not, or getting involved, now is the time to get involved, right? We are about to take this to the finish line, and we need everybody to take it to the finish line. So the advanced strategies class that we're going to do is going to give us the skills, the tools, and the resources to take it to the finish line and make sure that it's a win, right? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that this bill gets enacted into law and that it protects the next generation of young people. That is what is at stake, right? Our children are at stake. People's lives are at stake. So this is the time that we have to really mobilize and come together and really rise to the standard. And Ty, yeah, big ups to you, and a congratulations to you, because your elected official saw the commercial and he saw you in it, and he co-signed. He's one of the Republicans who co-signed as a result of your efforts. So I wanted to say thank you for that, because a lot of times I think you guys will do efforts and you think they go nowhere, but Ty got involved, she went in, hardcore, came at the forefront, really got involved, and she got her Republican rep to co-sign onto the bill, when he saw her story. So our efforts are working. People are listening, and they're paying attention. So yeah, I mean, it is the middle of the day. So, we'll talk more later. I did give you a shout out earlier today, so I don't know if you saw it, but you and I can talk later on because, we're thankful for what you're doing and thank you for being one of the people who decided to lead the pack on this. We have really, really, really great people. And yeah, honestly, and Carrie, Delgado signed on too. So, congratulations to you as well. Um, you know, Everyone's efforts are really coming into play here. Um, yeah, I'm just really, listen, I'm super, super happy that what we're doing is working, and that we're creating the progress that we wanted to. Like we've been fighting this fight for so long, and now, people are listening, they're responding, and we're moving forward. So that's really important. We're creating an impact and we're creating an impact for the next generations of young people. So, now is the time to mobilize your friends, mobilize your family, mobilize other veterans, get them to sign up for our advanced training because our advanced strategies training is going to be needed for the Senate. I repeat, if we don't do this and we don't move forward, this bill will get stuck just like MJIA. So we have a chance to change the course of history. And that is what we're committed to doing. And we're going to take this to the finish line. And we need all of us. Every single one of us has to participate in that, right? This is a massive effort for all of us to create this change. One of us might have the power to change one rep, but we have a lot at stake. And we have a lot of reps that we need to get in touch within a short amount of time to make this happen. So, we need as many of us as we can to move this conversation forward. And we need as many of us as possible to participate in this action. So again, if you're on the fence, now is the time to get involved. Take it to the finish line. We need you to help us take this to the finish line so we win, right? Turn our pain into power. And we're already on that path. We're already doing that, right? We're turning out results in the House of Representatives. We need to do the same thing in the Senate. It's just the Senate requires more advanced strategies and it's harder. So today we're going to do the same thing we did with the House of Reps. You'll get basic instructions for the Senate. However, that's just going to be like a really basic action. There are going to be more advanced strategies that need to be done, that will need to get executed to turn the Senate. So, that's just where we're at, right? So sometimes, things happen and their success is not like a straight road to the top. So in this case, it's going to be a rockier road to turn out the Senate. However, we will do it and we're going to do it together and we're going to come out on top, right? And we're going to get this bill enacted into law and we're going to, change the course of history and we're going to end MST. And we need every single one of you to do that. So when you get your emails today, start working on them, sign up for the advanced strategies class, make sure you attend it, take your notes, and then we're going to start taking those actions over next week. So that's what I really wanted to discuss for what we're doing today. And then also for the Senate, what we're going to be doing with that is like you'll do your basic actions. But for today, for Vanessa's birthday, the commercial that we already have on our page, that's 17 minutes long. It's more like a miniature documentary. Tag your elected officials, like tag your House of Reps, tag your senators, let them see these stories. That'll be really helpful. And that's such a powerful video that has really helped us drive results in the House of Representatives. So, tag them, share it on their pages, share it in Facebook communities in your local area. those are some steps you can take for today to honor Vanessa for her birthday while creating awareness with elected officials. Because that's really where our attention needs to be focused. Like the American public knows what's going on, but now our elected officials need to know that we are impacted, right? Like our reps need to know that we are MST survivors. There's 1.5 million of us. That means that it's very likely that each of our senators has a good handful, if not 100 to 200 of each of us in their districts. So we really should be able to drive this conversation forward, and today's a really good opportunity to do that. If you want to share the post from survivors who did post to their elected officials, feel free. If you want to participate in that, feel free. But again, today, what we're doing is creating awareness with our elected officials, right? Because we're going to move the conversation forward for Vanessa's birthday. So I just want everyone to be really mindful of that today as we're taking actions, that we want to focus on elected officials, sharing content on our pages for elected officials, getting our friends and families involved as well in it, and getting the attention of the elected officials, have them help you so we can continue moving the conversation forward. But that's what we're doing today to honor her birthday. I know that some organizations are doing a conversation or they're doing a demonstration, but the position that we're in and that we're working directly with Congress, this is the best way that we and our organization can honor Vanessa, is by taking actions that lead to this vote getting passed. And doing that on her birthday is the best way that we can honor her, right? Like that's literally the best way that our organization can honor her. So that's what we're going to do to move forward. And I just want, as you're doing it, happy birthday, Vanessa. We're doing this for you. We're moving this conversation forward. And each one of us is going to take the action and be inspired to move this conversation forward today. So that's all I ask of everyone is, when you take these actions, take them from your heart and think about what's at stake, and think about how the actions that you take today are a way to honor Vanessa and protect the next generation of young people. All right. So you guys have a great day. There'll be some emails going out later today. And then if you have any questions, just, reach out to us if there's anything else that you have questions about. And I see some stuff coming in. Yeah, to be honest, a lot of the Dems have been pretty solid on it. My rep, signed on too. It's just really been a lot of the Republicans, and I think some of it is they don't know that they have constituents that have gone through MST, to be honest, And yeah, like we are doing it. We are doing it. MSTM is doing it. Like we got amazing feedback today. And I was talking to the House and the Senate like congruently today. And so they know, so like the Senate knows what's going on in the House. And they were like, yeah, so we really need you guys at MSTM, like really to do everything you're doing with the House side. So like we're doing it, and we're getting the support, and like they do understand that we have the people and the platform, and that you guys are amazing. Like they know, we got a ton of kudos today and a lot of thank yous for your efforts and for what you guys are doing, and you're standing up to the plate. Like you're serving your country, and you're serving service members, and you're serving veterans like when no one else would. And that's the best way to heal. So just that all of you are part of it, it's amazing. Like I can tell you that 35 times, how amazing you guys really are. Let's get this done. If you know them, ask them to support the cause. Let's say our cause, because you benefit from this as well. Yeah, I mean, it impacts every single one of us. It is our cause. It is our cause that we're fighting for, right? We're fighting to end MST. So, we all really do need to get involved. And yes, get ready for the class because you're going to need training for the Senate. I'm going to say it again, you're going to need training for the Senate. It's not as easy as the House of Reps. And even for the House of Reps, we did training. So the Senate, you have to go through advanced training, but we got you. We got you. We're going to get it done. We're going to win. We're going to come out on top. We're going to end MST, and we're going to end MST together. And that's what's making this journey even more amazing. I know when I got the feedback earlier today, I was like stoked. I was just like, wow, because the thing is like on our side, we're taking the actions, right? And sometimes the reps will tell us whether or not they sign on, but we don't know the full extent of it, right? And so when the results come in, Congress is getting the results because they're the ones who are getting the co-sponsorships and they're getting the information. So then what's happening is when they come back and they tell us and we get the feedback, that's really where we know where our results are hitting. And the rate at which we're moving is like, whoa, like they were so shocked. And like when so basically since we started doing this, we have gotten 5 elected officials per day to sign on. And that's a lot for any organization. And so we're moving at rapid fire. And you also have to remember our organization is all disabled veterans. And the way at which we're operating is surpassing other organizations. And the reason why I am so thrilled about this is because I know the challenges that we have being disabled veterans. Like I know what these challenges look like. So to see that we're having these results like beyond anything that I could have ever imagined for us, and that it's driving the results that we wanted in a rapid time frame and above what the average numbers are, to get these cosigns on, like it's amazing to see what we're capable of and to know the community of people that we have. Like we have such great people on our team. And to be a part of this and like be in this position, I'm just so grateful to the universe to be in this position, like to be leading this organization and to be leading this project in order to get these bills passed. Like I am so grateful that God put me here and that we're working to move this forward. And I'm grateful that God put all of you here for us to move this forward. Like this is going to change history. And we're a part of that story. We're in the middle of that story, and we're taking the most critical efforts in order to make that happen. And I couldn't like ever think of having a greater purpose. So this is the time for us to mobilize and come together and execute and manifest our purpose. I'm literally shaking with joy, like a little baby spider in Charlotte's Web. That's so cute. Yeah. So honestly, when I got the news today, I danced. I was like, oh my God. I got super happy. I was just like, this is happening. This is happening and we're doing it and this is working. And yeah, I got super sad. I jumped up and down for a little bit because like, yeah, the road getting here was not fucking easy. Like nothing about this was easy. Like it was so hard to start an organization, tell people what MST is when they have no idea what it is, to create public awareness, to, then these tragic events happen, and then how do we still move forward? And like, it was just, I'm telling you, there were points that I was just like, what did I sign up for? And like, sometimes I was like, why didn't I stay in finance? And then like today when, I got the information, I was like, oh my God. I was like, it was worth it. It was worth it. This is what everything was for. Like my whole life makes sense now. Like it was worth it. So it's not the end yet, but we're close to the end of where we need to be to drive results. So I'm still happy about it. And like, I'm going to embrace and enjoy the vibe. And, while we're doing our actions today, enjoy the vibe, have a sense of gratitude that we're here and that we can carry Vanessa's legacy forward. you know, and also like that we are creating change. It needs to happen. Like this shouldn't be happening to people, you know. So we still have some work cut out for us, but we can enjoy our success, you know, and I don't think we've stopped to do that. So today, while we're honoring Vanessa and we're taking actions, take some time to enjoy the successes we're having because we're doing it, you know, we're doing it. We are ending MST. We are putting an end to MST once and for all. That is what we're doing. And you know, we're winning. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, you know, just thank God and keep that higher power at the forefront of everything that we're doing. So, you know, you guys enjoy your day. You know what to do. Reach out for us. And yeah, that's exactly what you got to do. Stay inspired and let this energy motivate us to keep moving forward. We are almost there. You know, it's like we're running this really, really, really long marathon and we're like, when does it end? Does it end? Is it going to get anywhere? Is it going to be rewarding? And then like now we're seeing the finish line and we're like getting that extra boost of energy. That's where we got to be right now. You know, that's where we are in this. And just understand again what's at stake. So you guys know what to do. You know what actions you need to take. If you need help with anything, reach out to us, DM us, but keep the momentum going because you guys are doing great. So keep it going. Enjoy your day. And I'm going to let you guys go because I have plenty of work to do today too. All right. Take care. Bye, guys.